over there. And welcome back to some more the 39 steps. So in the last event we found out that Mr. Lord Aloha was an imposter, or yeah, the person who we thought was Aloha is an imposter. And yeah, we have to tell Sir Walter and fucking everyone. Event is called the 39 steps. All seems lost, but could Scudder's pocketbook hold the secret to the Blackstone's whereabouts? Maybe. Let's see. Oh, I thought it was like a poker table or whatever. And yeah, I tried to disable the in-game notifications, but it didn't work. I couldn't find any. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm just stupid.
And I feel reassured.
Sir Walter!
Five surprised faces looked up from a round table. There was Sir Walter and Drew, the War Minister, whom I knew from his photographs. There was a slim elderly man, who was probably Whittaker, the Admiralty official. And there was General Winstanley, conspicuous from the long scar on his forehead. Lastly, there was a short, stout man with an iron-grey moustache and bushy eyebrows. This must have been Roya.
This is Mr. Hannay, of whom I have spoken to you. I'm afraid, Hannay, this visit is ill-timed.
That remains to be seen, sir. But I think it may be in the nick of time. For God's sake, gentlemen, tell me who went out a minute ago.
Sir Walter's face reddened with anger.
Lord Aloha.
It was not. It was his living image, but it was not Lord Aloha. It was someone who recognized me, someone I have seen in the last month. He had scarcely left the doorstep when I rang up Lord Aloha's house and was told he had come in half an hour before and had gone to bed.
Who?
The Black Stone.
Nonsense.
You have to believe me! I'm telling you the truth. I sat down in the chair so recently vacated and looked round at five boldly, badly scared gentlemen. I'm telling the truth. You have to believe me. Sir Walter got up and left the room while we looked blankly at the table. He came back in 10 minutes with a long face. What shall we do, Sir Walter? Fuck. You got deceived!
I have spoken to Aloha. Had him out of bed, very grumpy. He went straight home after Malross's dinner.
But it's madness. Do you mean to tell me that that man came here and sat beside me for the best part of half an hour and that I didn't detect the imposture? Aloha must be out of his mind.
I was getting back my coolness. Oh, yeah, Johnny Bravo, yo.
Don't you see the cleverness of it? You were too interested in other things to have any eyes. You took Lord Aloha for granted. If it had been anybody else, you might have looked more closely, but it was natural for him to be here, and that put you all to sleep.
Roya bent his wise brows on the assembly.
Young man is right. His psychology is good. Our enemies have not been foolish. I will tell you a tale. It happened many years ago in Senegal.
Oh my god, you and your stupid tale. I don't wanna listen to this. Oh, it's a movie time. Okay, I will watch it. Yay. Roya's close shave. Wait, okay. Many years ago, the General Roya was quartered in a remote station in Senegal. That's in Africa. To pass the time, he fished for big barbel in the river. Oh, fishing for barbel, horse. I'll be back soon, girl. There should be a comma between girl and whatever. Is that a lion? That's a fucking lion. One morning his horse was unaccountably restless. Roy kept soothing her with his voice, his mind intent on fishing. But it's a lion! Look back! I'll be back soon, girl. Look back at your horse! It's a lion! Dude, your horse is gonna die. Fuck you, dude. A couple of hours pass. And then he noticed his horse was dead. Shred to pieces. for he was a fucking asshole. Wait, look at all the dead fish. Bring the dead... What? There's a lot of dead fish. Yeah. Yeah, fuck you, dude. I hate you. Ooh, so comical. Roar! Roy stood face to face with an old man-eater, the terror of something village. Let's back down, thee and myself, Mr. Lion. What a bullshit story. I was enough of a hunter to know a true yarn when I heard it.
I stuffed my fishing rod into his jaws, and I had a pistol. Also, my servants came presently with rifles. But he left his mark on me.
He held up a hand which lacked 3 fingers.
Consider. The mare had been dead more than an hour, and the brute had been patiently watching me ever since. I never saw the kill, for I was accustomed to the mare's fretting, and I never marked her absence, for my consciousness of her was only of something tawny, and the lion filled that part. If I could blunder thus, gentlemen, in a land where men's senses are keen, why should we busy, preoccupied urban folk not err also?
Sir Walter nodded. No one was ready to gainsay him.
Well, I suppose there is nothing for it but to change the plans.
Whittaker was looking very glum.
Did you tell Lord Alloa what has happened? No? Well, I can't speak with absolute assurance, but I'm nearly certain we can't make any serious change, unless we alter the geography of England.
He paused and looked around.
God, and we have not a rag of a clue.
Besides, there is the post. By this time the news will be on its way.
No. You do not understand the habits of the spy. He receives personally his reward, and he delivers personally his intelligence. We in France know something of the breed. Now, there is still a chance, mes amis. These men must cross the sea, and there are ships to be searched and ports to be watched. Believe me, the need is desperate for both France and Britain.
I had a sudden inspiration.
Where is Scudder's book? Quick, man! I remember something in it.
What is it going to be?
Oh, let's go! Go, Mr. Hannay, you're so smart! You're the smartest in everyone. Aha! 39 steps. High tide.
39 steps. 39 steps. I counted them. High tide, 10:17 p.m.
What relevance is all...
The Admiralty man was looking at me as if he thought I had gone mad.
Don't you see? It's a clue. Scudder knew where these fellows laired. He knew where they were going to leave the country, though he kept the name to himself. Tomorrow was the day, and it was some place where high tide was at 10:17.
But they may have gone tonight.
Not they. They have their own snug, secret way, and they won't be hurried. I know Germans, and they are mad about working to a plan. Where the devil can I get a book of tide tables?
Whittaker brightened up.
It's a chance. Let's go over to the Admiralty.
Onwards, team! Avengers, assemble! Clip, clop, clip, clop, says our shoes. We got into 2 of the waiting motor cars. Sir Walter went off to Scotland Yard to mobilize McGillivray. Go, go, go! Godspeed, gentlemen. We have to be hurry. Be hurry? Sigh. Where are we? Admiral. Yeah. I have no memory. No memory at all. Alright, so let's check the tide tables and see where the fuck they are gonna... where their lair is. Our resident clerk was unearthed, who presently fetched from the library the Admiralty tide tables. Fetch the tide tables, woman! I'll do it myself. You're far too slow. I sat at the desk and the others stood round, for somehow or other I had got charge of this expedition, but it was no good. Oh my god, you have to solve this, Mr. Hannay. So far as I could see, 1017 might cover 50 places. We had to find some way of narrowing the possibilities. There must be some way of reading this riddle. 39 steps, something. The riddle. These steps. What does gotta mean by steps? If it were dock steps, why mention the number? It must be some place with several staircases and one marked out from the others by having 39 steps. Why was high tide so important? It must be some little harbor or no harbor at all. There were no sets of staircases on any harbor that I had ever seen. The place must be a bit of open coast. Germany. He's a man in a hurry. He wants a speedy and secret passage. They wouldn't travel by a big boat from a regular harbor. There is no regular steamer sailing at that hour. I must put myself in the enemy's shoes. I wouldn't leave from the Channel or the West Coast. Scotland is too far. I should try for Ostend or Antwerp or Rotterdam. I should sail from somewhere on the East Coast between Cromer and Dover. I don't know what the fuck these places are. This is all guesswork. I am no kind of Sherlock Holmes, but I do have a feeling about all of this. No time. Time is running out. Time is running out. Time is running out. Okay, yeah. So spam. No spam Reno. Please Reno. Mr. Hannay Reno. I've set out all of my conclusions on a bit of Admiralty paper. Fairly certain. Place where there are several sets of stairs, one that matters distinguishably by having 39 steps. Full tide at 10:17 p.m, leaving shore only possible at full tide. Steps, not dock steps, and so place probably not harbor. No regular night steamer at 10:17. Means of transport must be tramp, unlikely, yacht or fishing boat. Guessed. Place not harbor but open coast. Boat small, trawler, yacht or launch. Place somewhere on east coast between Cromer and Dover. Alright. I don't know if that narrows things down, but hopefully. Sir Walter had joined us, and presently McGillivray arrived. He had sent our instructions to watch the ports and railway stations for the 3 men whom I had described to Sir Walter. Not that he or anybody else thought that would do much good. Oh.
Here's the most I can make of it. We have got to find a place where there are several staircases down to the beach, one of which has 39 steps. I think it's a piece of open coast with biggish cliffs, somewhere between the Wash and the Channel. Also, it's a place where full tide is at 10:17 tomorrow night.
Then an idea struck me.
Is there no inspector of Coast Guards or some fellow like that knows the East Coast?
Why, yes there is. He lives in Clapham. Let me get him now.
Hurry! No time to be wasted. We have to catch these guys. Wait, what? I can't remember anything. What? I can't remember what information they have now. What did they... I don't know. He went off in a car to fetch him. I lit a pipe and went over the whole thing again until my brain grew weary. Weary. About 1 in the morning, the Coast Guard man arrived. He was a fine old fellow with the look of a naval officer and was desperately respectful to the company. Help us, person.
This is the chap.
Good evening, gentlemen.
We want you to tell us the places you know on the East Coast where there are cliffs and where several sets of steps run down to the beach.
What kind of steps do you mean, sir? There are plenty of places with roads cut down through the cliffs, and most roads have a step or 2 in them. Or do you mean regular staircases, all steps, so to speak?
Whittaker looked towards me.
We mean regular staircases.
He reflected a minute or two.
I don't know that I can think of any. Wait a second. There's a place in Norfolk, Brattlesham, beside a golf course, Well, there are a couple of staircases to let the gentleman get a lost ball.
That's not it.
Then there are plenty of marine parades, if that's what you mean. Every seaside resort has them.
I shook my head. Oh my god, get this dude some slack. He's trying.
He's got to be more retired than that.
Well, gentlemen, I can't think of anywhere else. Of course, there's the Rough.
What's that?
The big chalk headland in Kent, close to Bradgate. It's got a lot of villas on the top, and some of the houses have staircases down to a private beach. It's a very high-toned sort of place, and the residents there like to keep by themselves.
Is this his place? Bradgate? 10? I don't know. Something.
We're on the scent at last. How can I find out what is the tide at the Rough?
I can tell you that, sir. I once was let a house there in this very month, and I used to go out at night to the deep sea fishing. The tide's 10 minutes before Bradgate.
I closed the book and looked around at the company.
If one of those staircases has 39 steps, we have solved the mystery, gentlemen. I want the loan of your car, Sir Walter, and a map of the roads.
Of course.
If Mr. McGillivray will spare me 10 minutes,
Yes.
I think we can prepare something for tomorrow.
Good. I, for one, am content to leave the matter in Mr. Hannay's hands.
Oh, Mr. Hannay, you're a hero! I can be your hero, babe! I can kiss away the pain. No, please, Hannay, don't kiss me. It was ridiculous of me to take charge of the business like this. Well, they didn't seem to mind. And after all, I had been in the show from the start. Besides, I was used to rough jobs, and these eminent gentlemen were too clever not to see it. Like rough jobs, like rough. By past 3 that morning, I was tearing past the moonlit hedgerows of Kent, with McGillivray at best man Skype on the seat beside me. Alright, new event, Masters of Disguise. Let's see, is that... Alright, so that's the second to last... something, yes. Event, yes. So yeah, I want to thank you guys for watching. Gracias por ver. I should find his name, dudes, and until next time. Hasta luego.